Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today we are going to be checking out all 40 miniatures of the new Ashes of Fate Kill Team set. This set was given to me early by Games Workshop, but you should be able to get your own copy from your local game store, though I think Games Workshop itself might be out already. However, besides the Inquisitorial agents, you can get all of these models separately in boxes. We're going to be looking at them up close and personal, and we are going to be talking about the various options that you have for building them and any issues that I had while assembling them, though I really didn't for these ones. These are actually all very nicely straightforward. So besides 7 brand new models, which are the Inquisitorial models, this kit is made up of a bunch of models already created that you can find as separate boxes, starting with the Dark Commune, which are these 5 fine-looking fellows, besides the need to clean up some join lines, which I'll do by adding another layer of plastic glue to them before I paint, and dealing with tiny pieces that might be more difficult for larger fingers. These are simple models to put together at about 7 pieces each. There's only one way to build them, and you use all the pieces on their sprue. Beyond their new rules in Kill Team, you can use them in your Chaos Space Marines army in Warhammer 40,000. Oh, and like I said, these blessed ones right here, the 2 with the swords, should be on 28mm bases, not 32mm bases. For any of the models in the kit, if you are building them for Kill Team, make sure to read the restrictions in the Kill Team book that comes with this set, so you know how many you can build and won't accidentally build an option you won't be able to play with. Next, we have the Tempestus Scions, who have a bunch of different options since they can be built either as regular Tempestus Scions with their las guns or the Tempestus Scions Command Squad and all sorts of different gunners as well. And this assembly guide has you build a bit of a hodgepodge between the 2 kits for your Kill Team. But if you look at the model you want to build online or in the Astra Militarum Codex for 40k, you can build it from sight since the pieces are also recognizable, and most of the bodies and arms and heads can all fit together however you like. These ones that I have were built to just look good, not necessarily following the guide because the Tempestor Prime is my favorite and he isn't in the guide. But I built him as a group of sci-fi army men I can use anywhere. If I wanted to straighten them out for 40k, I'd get a box of Militarum Tempestus Scions and build what models I'm missing for a command squad and a squad of regular Scions, since the command squad wants at least one group of regulars to fight alongside it in 40k. After them, we have the group of 10 Chaos Cultists, which are only 2 to 4 pieces to put together. And though it doesn't show in this guide that you have any options, there are actually a couple models that you could build differently. For this model, step 28 in the guide, you could use piece 11 for the head instead, and piece 12 for the weapon. And for this model, step 29 in the guide, you could use piece E5 for the body instead, and use piece E6 for the head. Besides those, however, the models are put together only one way, and I have to say it's kind of nice to put them together so quickly. And if you do want to change them up, these might be good practice for customization, using a hobby saw and green stuff, since these could look like whatever you want them to look like. They're Chaos Cultists. As long as they each have a gun and a blade of some form, I think they're good. Besides getting them just as Chaos Cultists, they are currently still available in the Wrath of the Soulforged King, which is the Dark Angels versus Chaos Space Marines led by Vashtor, and he's a pretty cool model, so you can see them there too. After the Cultists, we have the Sisters of Silence, which you can equip with either a sword, a bolter, or a flamer. In 40k, they all must use the same weapon, but in their Kill Team rules, any number of sisters can wield any weapon. I built my ladies with flamers, which make them witch seekers, since I already have 5 built that way and want the option for a 10-lady group. Though the assembly guide in this kit doesn't show it, you can build the leader like this if you wanted to, with her leader helm on her at least. But that would be for 40k, as Kill Team doesn't distinguish her from her sisters. Next are the Accursed Cultists, the most horrendous conglomeration of demon and person I've ever seen, besides Nurgle followers who still give me the most creeps. They are straightforward to put together, besides a couple pieces you need to kind of click into place, push into place. And even one of the models is so perfect in that you cut her from the sprue, clean off her sprue nubs, and put her on her base. Love that when I came to it. I had to double check that I wasn't missing anything. These are definitely straightforward to put together. I'm sure you'll like it. Unless, of course, you wanted some kind of customization options, which you are definitely not going to get unless you hack and green stuff. Now, unfortunately, it does look like GW is out of this kit already, so be sure to check with your game stores for this bundle of goodies. All of the models, besides the Inquisitorial ones I'm about to show you, can already be gotten in the unit kits I named earlier, but there is about a 50% savings on this kit if you manage to get your hands on it. As with the Inquisitorial models, I do expect a kit for them alone sometime in the future. This one can be modeled as the Mystic Agent or a Hexorcist Agent, which I think does not look nearly as good as this Mystic Agent, and I think this Mystic Agent would make a very nice Preacher for Warhammer 40. What do you think? And then we have a Battle Servitor with 3 weapon options to choose from, A66 and A65 being the Heavy Bolter, A68 and A67 being the Plasma Cannon, and A70 and A69 being the Multi-Melta, and I chose the Heavy Bolter. This is the Auto Savant, and he has a couple faces to choose from, but besides that, you see him as he is, and I love him, he's adorable. Next is the Interrogator Agent, which could alternatively be built as the Enlightener Agent, which is quaintly named. I like both options. Then we have the Pistolier Agent, which I love the look of. It can alternatively be built as the Quest Keeper Agent, though I think either head could be used for either variant. And then we have this sweet little servo skull called a Tome Skull, who is 2 pieces to put together, and yes, the book is attached to the servo skull itself. And lastly, we have the Death World Veteran Agent, which could be made as the Penal Legionary Agent instead, but their arms, shirts, and heads could be switched around to make new variants if you wanted to. And there we have it, all 40 models in the set. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make certain to like and subscribe to the channel if you did, and if you want to see more content like this. And again, I'll be putting out way more paint videos than I have been, so I hope you enjoy those as well. And if you didn't catch them through your notifications, they are in the shorts. Okay, thanks. Bye. Thank you very much to the patrons. I hope you have enjoyed the videos I've been putting out. I really appreciate your support, and also thank you to our new YouTube members. You are the best. Is anyone still waiting to see what was in my hands in the video? Okay, so this I got from a Etsy seller in Australia called Hippopropomus, and it's my bolt gun. I like it so much. I still need to paint him up, but yeah, I couldn't resist showing it off. So. Oh yes, where there can be this guy in a video, there will be.